We also know that torsional formula for shaft is given as Tm by J is equal to tau m by r, where r is the diameter of this solid shaft. Since it is a solid shaft, we denote it by small r. Now upon substituting the values of maximum torque, polar moment of inertia and the maximum shear stress, we can determine the value of r, or the diameter of the solid shaft d1. So we have 26.26 into 10 to the power 6 upon pi by 32 into d1 to the power 4 is equal to 80 Newton per mm square upon d1 by 2. So from this we get the value of d1 as 118.68 mm. So this is the answer for first part. Now let's solve for part 2, where we have a hollow shaft replaces the solid shaft. Now if we write the torsional formula for this hollow shaft, I can write the same formula as Tm by J is equal to tau m by capital R, where capital R is the outer radius of this hollow shaft. So upon writing the formulas for J for the hollow shaft, we have Tm by pi by 32 into capital D to the power 4 minus small d to the power 4 is equal to tau m by R. Now for hollow shaft, there is one more information given, that is the diameter ratio is 3:5. Now since this value is less than 1, this diameter ratio has to be small d by capital D. If this value would have been greater than 1, this diameter ratio would have been capital D by small d. So now what we do is, we take the capital D term outside from this bracket so that we have the ratio of small d by capital D over here. So Tm upon pi by 32 into capital D to the power 4 is equal to 1 minus small d by capital D the whole to the power 4, and this is equal to tau m upon r, which is nothing but d by 2. Upon substituting the values of Tm and the diameter ratio small d by capital D, the value of maximum shear stress of hollow shaft, which is same as that of maximum shear stress of solid shaft, equal to 18 Newton per mm square, we can get the value of this capital D. So upon substituting the values, we have 26.26 into 10 to the power 6 the whole upon pi by 32 into d to the power 4 into 1 minus 3 by 5 to the power 4 and equal to 80 upon capital D by 2. So we see that the only unknown here is capital D. If this d to the power 4 term goes over here, we will have d cube over here, and taking all the values on the left hand side, we can get the value of square root of this values so as to get the value of d. So upon solving, we get the value of d as 124.3 mm, and from this ratio we can get the value of small d as small d is 3 by 5 of capital D, which is equal to 3 by 5 multiplied by 124.3 and equal to 74.58 mm. Now to determine this percentage saving of material, we have, for a given length of solid and hollow shaft, so area of solid shaft will be given as pi by 4 into the diameter of solid shaft, which is 118.68 square, minus area of hollow shaft will be given as pi by 4 into capital D square minus small d square. So we have 124.3 square minus 74.58 square, this whole upon area of solid shaft and multiplied by 100. So we get, on solving, percentage saving as 29.79%. We see that 29.79% of material is being saved by using this hollow shaft instead of solid shaft. So this is your second answer of part 2. We can say that this is also percentage saving in weight and cost of material for given power transmission. So we see that for a given application, your hollow shaft is always advantageous in terms of weight, cost and material being used instead of solid shaft. Thanks for watching in 5 minutes.